I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair,
I watched another. Tom was starting his
that
own
empty
home
head.
gym. Tom works at a Juji's gym mostly. And so far he has like one thing, and it's a bicep machine. That's just all he bought. He knows what's up. Just a bicep machine. And they went to the used gym equipment store, tried everything, and the cheapest one was the best one, and he bought it.
I watched a bunch of those gym equipment videos they did back when I was like picking out and building my home gym. Because I remember like back when I was at an apartment, it was probably like a couple years ago now that I was watching their channel the most. And he was in some garage at the time, like a 3-car garage, just decked to the rafters with all the highest quality stuff. Like it was just awesome. And it always, like, watching the videos, I was always like, damn, I wish I had a place like this. Like, it looks like they're having so much fun and stuff, and they can do it whenever they want. And so, like, yeah, obviously he's like, this is the Rogue X64 whatever
this is
system.
Juji's gym you're talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, he's changed since then. Now I think he might, or last time I saw his channel, he was in a barn, like a big barn, but this was before he was in a garage, and he had such nice equipment. And I obviously went like the cheaper Titan Fitness route, but like that was a big, I guess, impetus getting me to want to do that. Was like, man, that really would rock. Like, to have way more, because up until that point, like, my idea of a home gym was like, oh, I can buy a bench and then some dumbbells, I guess. And then looking at that was like, oh, no, I can just buy like the cheapest, crappiest versions of the things that he has. And because I'm not putting the amount, he needs a $4,000 lat pull down machine because he will tear apart like an ape with fruit. And like, if he tried to work out in my gym, he'd just destroy all of my equipment because it's not made for someone who can pull down 600 pounds. It's not made for it. For me, it's perfect. For 99.9
actually. What?
I don't know. I'm just saying, whatever a ludicrous amount of weight is that he does. It's more if he were to say the number, I guarantee it would be more of a no response than like a, oh wow, impressive. Like,
oh
like,
yeah, he'd be like, it's
hard to
not
believe.
600. It's not even a lot. It's like 500.
Yeah, I watched this video on this weightlifting subreddit. Like, this was a while ago, and it was just some like big, tall, fat black guy who's like looks like a bouncer. You know, like you would look at him and you'd be like, that guy either, like, who knows if that guy lifts weights or not. Like, he's in a big giant t-shirt, and he just posts like, because people are posting like their bodybuilding things, like, hey, I just did a overhead press 3x12. 155 pounds, and it's like, holy cow, that's a really strong overhead press, good for you. And like, he posted and he's like, 3x8 overhead press 335 standing, and people, like, everyone in the comment, and it shows him standing there just whoop. And he's in like a quadruple XL polo shirt doing this in a gym, and he's just, you know, and like they're asking for his stats, and he's like 6'5", 340 pounds, and everybody in the comments is like, I only watched the video because I assumed someone made a funny typo. And it was the amount, like, he was giving his stats, and it's like, what are you squatting if you're overhead pressing 335 pounds? And he's like, hit a PR 805. And it was like, dude, this guy is a titan. An absolute.
Who was it? This wasn't Juji. This is someone else.
No, this was some dude on a weightlifting forum, on a weightlifting Reddit. Like, it's just, I think it was like bodybuilding or powerlifting, that Reddit. And it's just people post their reps, and everybody's like, oh, good for you, that's awesome, that kind of thing. And like, I even went like back through his history trying to find more videos of him doing ludicrous lifts, and he hadn't posted that much. But good Lord, guy's a monster. Good for him. 335 overhead press.
That's insane.
That is outrageous.
It's unbelievable.
I just want to get to where all my exercises are 135 or better. Like, if there's not a 45 on the bar, that's not good. I want there to be a 45 on every bar.
Psychologically, I know
a 135 overhead press for 12 reps is no joke.
That's hard. Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh no,
just sitting. I mean, I might be able to standing, but I don't have enough room to stand.
You can get a little.
If you stand, you can get a little cheatery with your legs, but if you're sitting the way I do it, it's just pushing.
I try to do the standing variants of everything. I just feel like, you know what it is? Athlete X burned into my head. He's like, athletes work standing up. I'm like, okay, standing versions.
Gamers don't.
Touché. Yeah, idiot. Yeah, stupid athlete.
I think we should make a habit of like calling out people we have no business calling out. Just make Athleen one of them. Just call him a pussy on a weekly basis.
Dude, that guy's a pussy. I heard all of the weights are fake. Not even just those ones. I heard every single one.
I think his diet is only carrot cake.
Admittedly, I did hear that from Kyle, but I trust him.
That's right. That's right. All of his weights are fake. He never lifts more than 12 pounds.
Dude.
Yeah, but he does it 1,000 times.
Yeah. And he does steroids.
He does look like he does with his. Oh wait, no, am I thinking of someone else's traps?
Athleen X is the 40-something-year-old guy who like was actually using fake weights, like legitimately.
Yeah.
And people have called him out.
I don't know why.
Because when he wants to show off his deadlift form with like 350 pounds or whatever the fuck he fakeryed onto that bar. But like anybody who's ever seen what 300 pounds looks like on a bar knows what it looks like, and it doesn't look like that horse shit he uploaded. It was just like, wait a goddamn minute, that looks like he's got 145 on there, like he's got 180 pounds on there. Like the bar's not even bending. Like 300 pounds bends the bar a little.
I watch a lot of these videos, and I see people who are in like Juji's class lifting weights, and they use little ones when they demonstrate form, and I don't judge them at all. Not like nothing. I hardly have words to describe how little I care how much is on the bar when they're trying to teach me form.
Yeah,
he didn't need to.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
Yeah, and if I see a guy like Athleen X deadlifting 135 pounds, I know that he did that for me, right? Like, you know, that's not his workout weight. He's trying to demonstrate this, and he's made it perfect with a low weight. Like,
Such a dumb thing to fake. For
you ever watched that guy?
I
I don't know his real name, but his YouTube channel is Mountain Dog 1. It's this guy right here. He's an older guy, like an ex bodybuilder, I think.
Oh, I do know of this person. Yeah,
I think he's done a video with Juji.
Yeah, when he does when he shows stuff off, it's often like really lightweight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I get it. I know. There's 10s on each side. Trust me, you're gonna be burnt the fuck out. You're not gonna like this. 10 is more than enough. And you look at him, you're like, really, dude? And by the end, he's just like, oh, oh.
Athleen does that too. It seems like a gimmick sometimes on the Athleen side when he's like, yeah, I'm gonna burn you out with a broomstick and no weights. And I'm like,
yeah.
He's just assaulting you. Stop eating! The Athlean diet. Well, the thing is, I have better cardio than you, and so I'm going to hit you with this broomstick until you can outrun me. It's like, it's like the beginning of Batman Begins.
The Athleen cookbook is just a stone tablet.
Imagine me as Leah. I'm Liam Neeson, and you're still a little chubby version of Christian Bale from the first movie before he gets ripped.
Yeah, I don't like I like Athleen X videos occasionally, like if he's teaching form or something. But like I don't believe his dogma. Like you're not going to convince me that like the Athleen way is the way about anything, because I feel like he's a late night infomercial of a YouTuber, and I don't blame him for that. You know, he's got to always have new content. God knows how many videos he's uploaded, and next week he needs to make 2 or 3 more. The fuck are they gonna be about at this point? It's got to be some made up horse shit that he's like, I don't know, fucking 3 things you must do to be ripped. What are they?
Caloric deficit, lifting weights.
Caloric deficit, and 45 minutes of cardio a day. They don't want to hear that. So asparagus, yeah, let's put that in there. That's good. Dragon fruit. They don't even know what that is.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah,
he's like buying stock and Sunkissed and then recommending those things. Like these.
Yeah. At this point, he's just making.
And look at like I just looked up his channel to see what he's been doing. Imagine a less useful video. This title is "The 8 Worst Ab Exercises."
You know
that's
what,
not helpful.
I like it when he does that. Like he has these exercises that he puts in the graveyard, like the I don't know what it's called, but like an overhead press but behind your neck.
Yeah,
and it's like
worthless.
Oh, you think it's worthless? The video or
worthless.
The exercise?
The exercise is worthless.
The exercise is, but telling people not to do that's also worthless, because it's like when people are like, and you never want to do the lat pull down behind the head. It's like, yeah, I know, unless this is like day 1 for you, like. And you've probably said that in every other lat video you ever made.
Yeah.
Like they all say that because
I don't
that's
know how many times I've heard like not.
And
to
then
do 'em behind
also
your head.
don't do a standing row because it'll destroy your shoulders. It's like, what about everybody who for decades has done standing rows with fine shoulders? Nuh-uh. All right. Guess that's wrong then. I don't do those, but even so, I know he's against them.
No. So yeah,
Yes.
the point is he's a fraud. I think "baby dick loser" are the words that Taylor used, and
That was in text.
I think Woody said something about him being a bad father too, which I felt
Jesus
was too much. I felt that was too far. But you know, if he has a problem with any of what Woody or Taylor said about him, you know,
You can take it up with Kyle.
he can take it up with me, you know, and I'll handle it for us, you know, because I'm 4 feet taller than him, and I'm not afraid of his fake weights.
Is he short?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I can't tell. He's the same height as Jesse-ish.
I've never
Yeah,
seen anybody else in his videos. Just him.
You haven't
Yeah.
seen Jesse? He's fun.
yeah. The difference between between Juji and Athleen X is Juji wanted his apprentice to get big and buff. It behooves Athleen to keep his apprentice like weak and not improve so much. Like it's been years he's been working on Tom, and Tom is just skinny fat. Whereas Juji takes 1 year with Tom and turns him into like a fucking Brad
I
Pitt
think you meant
lookalike.
Jesse.
So
Yeah.
is Jesse
Yeah,
just
my bad.
a fat assistant? I'm assuming.
No,
Like,
he
was
was
like-
Jesse. He was skinny fat, but he was especially skinny, chubbish. And Jesse's, you know, he's gotten a lot fitter. He's just not. He could be bigger. He's not genetically gifted to be put on muscle.
That's the other reason. Like I'll go aside. Sorry, Athleen, if someone links you this video. We do a comedy thing here where we're just assholes. We're joking around. You seem like a
he's
real
not
nice
watching
guy.
this.
You genuinely seem like somebody will link it to him. They'll like snip 30 seconds of like the worst. Like, yeah, you broke dick piece of shit. He's just like, God damn, who are you?
He's laying on a waterbed full of $100 bills. He's not worried about.
You'd be surprised. No matter how much money people have, he was clearly hurt when people went after him for the fake weights. Like it was a thing. Like
His response was
Greg
amazing.
Doucette was accusing him of being on steroids, and he was like, I will fly you down here and take your test, and if I pass, you quit YouTube forever, and if I fail, I'll quit YouTube forever. Meanwhile, the guy's got like 10 million
didn't end it.
subscribers. Nobody's quitting YouTube.
No.
And the ending was, I just have one last question for you. What's your favorite airline? I was like, oh, I like that. I like
What's your
that.
favorite airline?
Delta.
We're putting you on Frontier, and you'll like it.
Yeah, that's the other reason that like clearly like Tom is on the sauce, because like Tom made more progress in a year than Athleen's apprentice has made in the last 5 years.
Yeah. Well, Athlean isn't
You have
directly
to be
coaching
right.
him or anything, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
he-
Athlete is very much coaching him. And he works out in Athleen's gym. He's pretty much Athleen's maybe
Protege.
number one client. Yeah, protege
He's
is a better
Athleen's
term.
ass wiper.
And the guy's made great progress. He's added muscle. He looks
He
pretty
absolutely
good.
has.
He looks pretty good. But I think Tom might look better in 6
Oh,
months.
for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got a little hair on my face that keeps moving around. It's like that's why I keep picking at myself.
Is
It's
it
like,
one of your mustache hairs flipping up into your nose?
It might be. I don't know. But like it'll be over here and then it'll be over. I feel like it's raining hairs on me or something like that. It's itching the fuck out of me.
Maybe you're losing your hair. Maybe it's falling down into your face.
Maybe. I
That's-
plucked. I've been using that nose plucker like twice a week, just completely hairless in there. It's awesome.
Looks wonderful. Looks like
Oh,
just a black hole. Looks like Vanta Black when you
like
hold
a
your nose.
baby's asshole, like two of them
I would
side by
just-
side.
Do babies have nostril hairs, right? Like they have barely any. They have these thin head hairs that fall out, and they're mostly hairless otherwise. Do babies have nostril hairs?
I don't know.
Probably. You need them to filter out dust, right? Is that
I don't believe that. I believe that's one of the many reverse engineered bio things that they try to convince us of.
Why do we need a pinky toe still? Is that going out?
Yeah,
is it-
there are
is it
people being born
vestigial
without
at
pinky
this point?
toes.
No, I'm saying that remember, we used to be, my understanding of evolution is we directly in the last couple thousand years came from monkeys, right? And we used to have
Yes,
grappling
1,000 years ago.
in the last, it's just a few decades ago. we were swinging through the trees with feet that were like
Some
hands.
of us haven't made that leap yet.
Yeah,
Some
I
of us
believe
have.
that Taylor's great grandparents did not stand up.
Yeah,
I'm not sure Taylor has been standing up his whole life. I mean, this might be a new development for him.
no, that's I spent my formative years walking on knuckles like that, moving myself around. But